Hi again. This section about product knowledge. Now, I've talked about it at the beginning a little bit, but I just want to make sure that we're really clear on how important it is for you to master the products in your restaurant. And when I say products, I'm talking about the food, the wine, the beer, the liquors on the shelf, the pops, the juices, the recipes ideally that go in the cocktail, the recipes that go in the food. And the best way for you to find that out is a lot of times restaurants will provide information for you to train and learn that stuff. But ask questions. If you're a server, ask questions to the bartender. If you're a server or bartender, ask questions to the kitchen about the food. You have to know what kind of vodkas, what kind of gins, what kind of scotches you have, and not exactly. So people sometimes will focus on vodkas or gin or some of the stuff they know. But I want you to know what tequilas you have, what scotches you have, what whiskeys you have, what bourbons you have, because your guests are getting more and more educated and are getting more and more refined, and they want to know what you carry, and you have to know what the differences are, right? If you know a Bombay Sapphire gin, you know the difference with a Hendrick's gin that's getting very popular. And a lot of times if you just read the bottle, you'll know. If you flip the Hendrick's bottle over and the special flavors or smells that it has, you'll know that it's infused with cucumber and rose. Well, step one to knowing what's in there, or knowing what you can put in there. And that's one example. The same thing with the recipes in the kitchen. If they say that there's a béarnaise sauce, ask the kitchen what's in a béarnaise sauce and how they make it. And the more you know about the food, the more when somebody asks you something specific about a certain dish, you can say, well, our shrimps come from this place. If filet mignon is from this place, it'll be that many ounces. It's got a béarnaise sauce that's made with some fresh tarragon. You need to know specific words and specifics about the products and the recipes. If you're selling oysters, you need to know where they're from, because most people are going to read up on it before and are curious to try certain types or certain areas and all that. So product knowledge, know that. You're trying to convince your guests that they can trust you, right? You're trying to build that rapport, and they'll buy more from you. You can sell them different things on the menu, which in turn, it's not just about selling more and selling more money. It's about creating a better experience. If you go out somewhere and somebody suggests something to you and it creates a better experience for you because you tried something you didn't know, or because you were afraid of trying it, but somebody convinced you because they were knowledgeable and they were into detail about how it's made and all that, it'll make your experience better. So, an example about a car salesman, but if you have an electrician coming over to fix something in your house, and you asked him what he was doing, and he started to say, well, the wire has to go there, and he wasn't very clear about it, you wouldn't be very trustworthy about him, right? So it's the same thing with you. If you want to be paid like a professional and make that top tier money, you have to act like a professional. And that means knowing your products inside out. And we've talked about relationships and building rapport. You also have to be able to master everything that's in the restaurant. If you want to come in and do as little as possible and learn as little as possible, expect to make average money, and then you can bitch about cheap tips or somebody asking for something special. Or it's a big thing right now on Facebook and Twitter. There's a couple of groups of people that are making fun of their guests, and some of the stuff is true and it's funny. But if you level that way and that's what you want to focus on, don't expect people to pay you for being right. The best athletes in sports, in any sports, make the most money. The best lawyers make the most money. The best servers make the most money. So if you're trying to do as little as possible for the max of money, don't expect to be the best paid server or bartender in the place. And people pay for knowledge and an above average relationship. Act accordingly and you'll create success for yourself. So this was a short point, but a very important one in there. See you soon.